I've been talking with people and toying with the idea of delivering automations to our clients as like a group of CLIs, command line interfaces, that you can use and tie together inside of Cloud Code so that the actual users are interacting directly with the CLIs in Cloud Code and saying, now do this and now do that. That way they don't have to understand how to use the terminal. They just have to say what they want. And Cloud Code is smart enough to understand how to use command line interfaces, as we all know. We've seen that. And today I had the opportunity to demonstrate this to one of our clients. And I basically gave them two choices. I showed them, here's what your life would look like with a web app. Don't forget, you're going to have to log in. And then you click around and you do this and this and this. And here's what your life would look like if you did this all inside of Cloud Code. What was interesting is that they were like, whoa, when they saw what you could do with Cloud Code. But then when it came down to what they wanted the regular web app. They didn't care that they had to log in. They liked the safety of it. They've been using spreadsheets on their own computers. So they felt like the whole living in the cloud was just going to be a better option, which I told them we could have the data live in the cloud with the Cloud Code solution, but just still access it with CLIs. I don't know if they understood that, though. That's sort of complicated to get if you're, as my friend said, a muggle. Here's another thing about it that has been interesting. I've talked to some CTOs. I have this group of CTOs that I stay in regular contact with. I've talked to them about how I love using AWS through Cloud Code. I just give it access to the AWS CLI, and then I can do anything inside of AWS, like anything. I have a program right now that has RDS database. It has an EC2 instance, like an X5 large, that is configured to have GPU optimization that runs its own proprietary model that it downloads. It has ECS running on Fargate. It has obviously CloudWatch and Lambdas. It has Route 53 stuff. So, it just has everything. And never once have I ever logged into the AWS console, nor have I written any CDK code. It's all been done with Cloud Code. It's incredible. Like, the amount of power that thing has is just off the charts. So, like, I expected them to be like, oh, tell me more about how you did that and keep it safe. But instead of asking me how I keep it safe, they were like, be careful. I haven't looked at the AWS console in like 6 months at least. So I've created and destroyed more things inside of AWS using the AWS command line interface via Cloud Code than these CTOs have probably done in the last year. And rather than being interested in what I'm doing, they just tell me to be careful. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know how to make backups. I know how to use GitHub. I think they don't know what they're doing. Like, in order to make the most out of AI, you have to use AI. So we'll see. I could be wrong, and this could be the last video before I come back telling you what a huge mistake I've made. But so far, the productivity, the God mode that I get out of using Cloud Code directly with AWS is just unbelievable. And it's interesting to me that given the choices, both my client and CTOs, they reach for safety rather than for rapid improvement of technology. I already built this watch once, but the problem is that, again, when there's like raised indices, it's really easy to create a situation where the watch hands, see, you cannot tell it even wants to because of the way that watch hand is slightly angled down. So when the indices are raised, you have to be really careful to get the hands on exactly parallel to the dial.